Okay, welcome back. Gonna make a hold. First decide which way you want to use it. Have a look at it, decide whether you're going to go that way, high ways, round ways, whichever you like. I'm going to make a fairly big one, so I'll whack him in the vise. Simple as that. Okay? Straight off, I've got my flat shape. Try it again somewhere flat, have a look. Work out which way it's going to go as a hold and how do you like to shape it. Next thing you want to work out is how you're going to shape it, but also make sure you leave room for where the bolt's going to go through it. This looks alright, I might put a bolt straight through. So what I would generally do next is do a little bit of shaping if I wanted to. So if I want to take the edge off, okay. So barely a minute or two. I've created a top edge, I've created a side, and I can keep going through. What I'll show you is how I drill the holes. So, boy, that's a tough bit. That's better. Told you gum trees are tough. Alright, next, spin him over. I use a spade bit. I would take it out, but I locked it in there ages ago and can't get it out, so I'm just stuck with it like it is. So, more than big enough to fit the bolt in with a bit of room, but we've only got a 6mm hole. If the wood's really tough, take 2 bites at it. That's about an 8mm. Here's the 11mm. Finish her off a bit. So now we have 10mm hole clearance. Nice fit for the bolt to go through. I'd use a shorter one, but that's a good example. And if you have a look there, fills out quite nicely. You see the other bolt? There's not much head there. If I put that in there, it actually sits a lot higher too. So So I quite like the button head bolts. They're really nice. So that's the button head. I seem to have trouble. There is issues getting them in that size. So I was forced to get the normal ones. But if I can source them, I'll try get some more. Really nice. So I've got the startings of a hold. What I would next do, I don't like sharp edges. Don't want to catch the fingers on them. So if nothing else, just take the edges off. Now if you have a look what that file does, just put quite a texture on there. I don't mind leaving it a bit rough. Get a few lines on it and it gives you some grip. So once I've done that, see on there? I'll probably keep going a little bit until I get that quite marked up. And then hit it with a light file and it just takes the sharp edges off, but it still leaves all that texture in there. If you want, you can paint it and sand it. That's another way. I've found paint and sand doesn't last really well. You're probably better off using some sort of epoxy or something, or some sort of clear coat. But bit of texture on there. Doesn't look the greatest, but hey, much nicer as a hold to hang on to. So I'll do some more shaping of that and I'll come back. There you go. Bit rough and ready, but that's a hold. About 10 minutes, go to woe. Okay, not too bad. Basic hold. Bit of shaping, nice curve at one end. Put it up there, that's quite a sloper, a bit tricky. It might be a good foothold, good side pull. Bit of an indent in that side. Fairly level top, so you got something solid if you want it, or as a foothold. Plenty to play with. Sky's the limit. Go for it. Let me know what you think.